Today we have a great comparison, the Mitsubishi Outlander and then the RAV4.
Wait, Cynthia, you know what? This is a really big comparison, seriously. I think it deserves a bigger introduction. I always wanted to do this. All right, here we go. We have the Challenger coming in at a hefty 1,750 kilograms, the Mitsubishi Outlander. And in this corner, the undisputed compact crossover champion of North America coming in just under at 1,640 kilograms, we have the RAV4. Now, at the bell, what I want you two vehicles to do is blink lights and come out driving. So, Cynthia, let's go.
We have done a full review on this Outlander, so make sure you watch that video if you haven't already done so. As for size, this Outlander is larger than the RAV4. It's about 5 inches longer and almost 2 inches wider. As for the wheelbase, it's almost half an inch longer as well. This is the top GT trim and it comes with 20-inch alloy wheels. The Outlander in general comes very well equipped. Standard are LED lights with washer along with LED fog lamps, smart key and push button start. On most trims, you get standard power adjustable and folding mirrors and a hands-free power lift gate.
This particular RAV4 is the XLE all-wheel drive with the premium package. We're hoping to get a limited trim because that is the top trim, so we can compare it to the top trim of the Outlander, but it wasn't available, so this will still do. We'll be fair and we'll compare all the features that the limited has with the GT of the Outlander as well. Styling-wise, what do you think? I think the RAV4, the current one here, has a very conservative style to it. It's kind of boxy, it's edgy. I don't mind it whatsoever. However, when you park it beside the new Outlander, I think the Outlander kind of beats it out a little bit in the style department for sure. It kind of looks definitely more modern than the RAV4 does, but you know what? Styling is subjective. The RAV comes standard with LED lights front and back. However, there are no washers like there is on the Outlander, and LED fog lamps are available. However, you have to go up to the top limited trim to get that on the RAV4. The RAV4 comes standard with 17-inch wheels. You can get up to a 19-inch wheel like we have here with our premium package on this XLE. Above the base trim, you get the smart key. So just one touch, locks, grab it, unlocks. That's always nice to have, same as the Outlander. The RAV does have power adjusting mirrors, but they do not have the power folding feature that the Outlander does. And for those interested, the RAV has a conventional fuel cap, whereas the Outlander has the capless fuel system. Coming around to the back of the RAV4, looks nice and tidy. You have those standard LED tail lamps. One thing I do like, and I'm a big fan of here, is you have the dual exhaust below the bumper, and it's the real dual exhaust. On the Outlander, you actually have those kind of fake exhaust ports. I'd rather have the look of the real thing. Now, anything above the base LE gets a standard power lift gate. However, if you want to have the hands-free option, like the Outlander, where you just kick underneath the bumper, you'll have to go into the limited trim for that. It's only available on that. So once you open it up though, you have a large cargo compartment. Even though this is smaller, a little bit smaller than the Outlander, you actually have a little bit more room than the Outlander for cargo behind the second row. So we have our travel trunk here. Okay, underneath here we have a spare tire, and it's quite flat. If you want more room to fold the second row, it's just a little lever on each side. Just push, push, that's it. Lots of room.
Well, the Outlander still have plenty of room. I can fit the travel truck right in there, and there you go. And something more, the third row. Even though the seats are quite small at the back, but for some short trips, it's a real lifesaver. If I fold all my seats down though, I have 11 inches more cargo space than the RAV4.
The interior of the RAV4 is very, very functional. Everything's close at hand. I like the use of the buttons and toggles and switches on here, especially the rubber knurling they have around the knobs. It makes it very easy to grab, even if you had gloves on. And I like the front tray in front of the passengers, very similar to what we have on our Highlander. Heated front seats are standard on all RAV4s. However, if you go to the limited trim, then you actually get heated and ventilated front seats, heated rear seats. This one with a premium package of this XLE also comes with a heated steering wheel, although it's only heated halfway. You know my gripe against Toyota and their half heated steering wheels. Not a fan of that. XLE trims and above get an 8-way power driver's seat, but no power for the passenger though.
I think the Outlander had this category in the bag. My top trim also comes with heated seats all around, a full heated steering wheel, and both drivers and passenger seats are 10-way power adjustable with key-linked memory. And you don't even need to buy the top trim to get this. These are stitched real leather seats.
The driver's display on the RAV4 is either a 4.2 inch like you see on this XLE, but you can get up to a 7-inch screen on the higher trim level or the limited. As for the infotainment screen, standard is a 7-inch or the optional larger 8-inch that we have here. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto do come standard. Of course, the backup camera is standard across the board. However, if you want that bird's eye view, that 360 camera, you're only going to be able to get that on the very top limited trim, which is kind of limiting. One real nice feature that comes on the limited though is the digital camera mirror. So if you have a lot of cargo in the back and you can't see out there, you just flick the switch and it has a separate camera, and that is great. And it also comes with the HomeLink system, so you can program your garage door right to your mirror.
Your driver's display maxes out at 7 inches and mine starts at 7 inches and goes all the way up to 12.3. I also have a 10.8-inch head-up display, and the center screen is either an 8-inch, and just above the base you'll get a 9-inch with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I also have a 360 camera, and what I love is how you can select the side camera right at the wheel, so you can make sure you don't scrape them up. And this is a really big deal to me, and I love the fact it is standard from mid-trim and up. I don't have HomeLink though, which is really handy for opening that garage door. I have wireless charging, a massive panel roof, tri-zone climate control standard on all models above the base. How about you?
The top two trims of the RAV4 do get wireless charging, and the XLE and above get the power sunroof as well. It's not as big as yours though. I do have 2-zone climate control. I don't have 3. I'm not really liking how this battle is going. I think it's time for the next round.
Not even close. The Outlander pretty much has more room for passengers, more leg room, front and back, more headroom in the front, and the rear the headroom's about the same. And I have sunshades, USB, multi-purpose seat back pockets, and my seats slide forward and back.
The back of the RAV4 is quite spacious, a ton of headroom, good leg room. Foot room is decent. There's a small little hump here, 2 USBs. One thing I've noticed lately on a couple Toyota products is the lack of a seat back pocket on the driver's side. There's one on the passenger side, but none here. Our Highlander has a seat back pocket on the driver's side, and we use it all the time. The kids put books in there, all sorts of different things. So I really wish that it had a seat back pocket. I like how many multi-pockets that your Outlander has. The back seats do not slide back and forth. However, there are a couple of reclined positions you can place the seat. All right, now let's go for a drive.
Not so soon. Let's talk about the fact that mine comes with a standard 3rd row. Even though it's not big, like we said before, but it's really handy in some of the situations.
Yeah, I know. A 3rd row is not available with the RAV4, therefore it does not come standard. Basically, only the Outlander and the Volkswagen Tiguan have available 3rd rows, and with the Tiguan, it's an $800 option. Ding, ding, ding. Next round, the drive.
The Outlander has 2.5-liter four-cylinder with 181 horsepower and 181 pound-feet of torque, and it's matched to a CVT.
Well, this RAV4 has also a 2.5-liter four-cylinder, except it has 203 horsepower and 184 pound-feet of torque, so a little bit more horsepower. But the biggest difference, this has a conventional 8-speed automatic transmission, so it's going to make this feel a little bit livelier, especially off the line. Both vehicles are fairly thrifty. This RAV4 gets 9.4 liters per 100K in the city and 7.1 on the highway.
Mine is just a touch higher at 9.7 and 7.9.
Which means that my RAV4 has more power and gets better fuel economy. So that's a win for me. Okay, Cynthia, red light challenge. You know what that means. Hey, I'm gonna go and let's just go. Should we go sport mode or just normal?
Let's do it.
Okay,
the
so
real way.
You have tarmac and I have sport. So I'm gonna hit sport.
There we go. Tarmac's ready.
Okay. All right, so here we go, waiting for the light.
Do it safely though.
Yes, of course, of course. This is actually going to be interesting because the ground is a little bit wet right now, and both of these come with all-wheel drive. However, the one thing is that with the RAV4, you can actually get this in front-wheel drive only on the lower trims, but the Outlander, it comes standard with all-wheel drive. Actually, you can move up a little bit. I don't think you're quite even. I'm trying to give you a better chance here.
Well, you're very fair, hey?
Yeah. Here we go.
Ready?
Go. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, for sure. Now, yeah, you've caught up now. But my first gear really does pull me out of the hole much better than yours did, for sure.
Well, it's not that far off. One thing I did notice though, yours a little bit louder than mine.
You're absolutely correct.
Other than my screaming part.
This RAV4's 2.5-liter is a little bit on the buzzy side. It's fairly loud. So let's try as a rolling start right now. Okay, I'll let you count it in. So we're rolling. So we're doing 60K. You go. Count it in.
3, 2, 1, go!
I still took you a little bit. You took me at the very beginning a little bit. You actually took me a little bit, and I kind of caught up though.
Yeah, I was gentle. I wasn't too harsh on the thing, on the acceleration though.
How's your traction? Mine was really good. I didn't have any wheel or tire spin at all.
No, mine's great. Yeah, I was confident with all that moves. As for towing, my towing rating is at 2,000 pounds, which is higher than yours.
Yeah, it's 500 pounds higher. The RAV4 is rated for 1,500 pounds only. However, if you do get the Trail Edition, that one is rated at 3,500, so a big jump, but only on the Trail Edition. Both vehicles come standard with lots of advanced safety driving aids, very similar. However, the adaptive cruise control comes standard on the Toyota Safety Sense 2.0 on all RAV4s, so that's better than yours.
As for adaptive cruise, you need to go to the mid-trim on the Outlander, but on the top GT, you do get their My Pilot Assist with NaviLink.
As I mentioned earlier, the RAV4 is available in a front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive configuration. It's also available with a torque vectoring all-wheel drive with a driveline disconnect, so that'll help you save a little bit on fuel. For those who want to venture even further off the beaten path, there is the Trail Edition with the TRD off-road package for some additional ruggedness.
Mitsubishi's Super All-Wheel Control all-wheel drive system comes standard on all Outlanders, and it has a drive mode selector with different settings like tarmac, gravel, and snow.
As for powertrains, the RAV4 has got you beat. because I have a gas version, a hybrid version, and a plug-in hybrid, and that's that RAV4 Prime that we tested before.
Well, that's impressive. I don't have a hybrid, but I do have a PHEV and a new one coming up next year.
That'll be interesting. You know what? When that one comes out, we should actually have another battle with the new Outlander PHEV and the RAV4 Prime.
Woohoo! Let's do it! Ding ding! Let's go to the judges.
Well, what a battle that was. No blood or oil was spilled during this fun review. It was all in good fun. Anyways, one thing I was really surprised at, I thought this RAV4 was gonna walk all over the Outlander because this is the best-selling vehicle in North America besides light-duty pickup trucks. It's this here, the Toyota RAV4. And you know, based on the categories that we tested it in, I'm gonna have to say the underdog challenger has edged it out for this particular battle. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. In terms of value and features, the Outlander did beat the RAV4, but don't take our words for it. If you are interested into either of the vehicles, go to your local dealership and take a look yourself and let us know what you think.
Yeah, anyways, yeah, leave a comment below, and yeah, hope you enjoyed this fun video. We enjoyed making it. It was really fun, this little battle thing. So anyways, if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button.
And we'll see you next time. Ciao.
Ciao.